Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our panels. And our final panel of this year's PEC24 Expo is IHM Studios. I am Disney Diamond, the owner of Park Expo Collective, and we're so excited to have IHM Studios here. And with all that said, I'm going to hand it over to Ultra to get this panel going. Ultra, take it away.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to start off by saying hello and welcome to IHM Studios. For this little talk conference, we're just going to go and talk you through some of the plans, show some progress of the pictures of the park. A little bit of info if you haven't heard of us before. We're an upcoming movie park trying to bring unique rides and attractions to Roblox. So let's get on with it once. Right, where was I? So, let's start off by just talking about some of the plans for the. So here we have one of our areas, which is called Halloween areas, and I'll just talk you through some of the rides that are going to be in this area, and later on we'll show some pictures of said rides. So we are going to have in this area, you'll be able to see it in the back right corner of this picture, is a drop tower inspired by Tower of Terror at Disney. That will be one of our main attractions for the area. Now, a lot has changed since this picture. We've had a lot more rides go into this area. We now have in this area a interactive dark ride shooter for Scooby-Doo, along with we are under planning to put in a max spinning coaster, which we have not quite decided a theme yet for. Next slide. Okay, so the order was a bit different, but we can jump back. So here we have the IHM Central Plaza. Now, we've actually had a lot of changes over our time of building. We've had about 3 different layouts, and yeah, we've been all over the place. We've been from indoor to outdoor to back outdoors again, but this is the layout we have finally landed on, which brings in a central downtown style square plaza, which will include a few rides. If you can see on the picture, the Ghostbusters looking building, well, it is the Ghostbusters building, that will actually contain a Ghostbusters funhouse, and there is a bank in the background behind the IHM directors boards, which will include a indoor coaster themed to a bank heist. Now, that is all I have for that area. Like I said, a lot has changed, so there's more pictures, but we don't have them with us today. Now, this will be one of our... Oh, I got to remember what this guy said. So here we have Transformers. It's going to be a dark ride that's going to run off of screens and 3D sets. This was made by one of my developers called Pixel Dev. He's been working on the team, and he is going to be bringing us this ride using a animation type style ride vehicle. I think that's all I've got to say about that one, because I forgot what he told me to say. So if we move on to the next one. Okay, so here in the background, now this picture is outdated because we recently added a new area, so I'll just talk you through that and explain what's going on now. So originally, it was going to be in our superhero city, which I'm sure there's more pictures of somewhere, but we've actually moved it to our newest confirmed zone, which is street racers, which is all like Fast and Furious cars kind of themes, and it will now be taking its not original, but it will be going back to street racers where we took it from originally, basically. Move on, because I don't have what I need to say about that one. Okay, so here it is again, our close-up picture of the Horizon View Hotel, which is our drop tower, Tower of Terror style ride, made by my developer CW, who is working on the systems at the moment for the animations to drop it up and down, hopefully to bring us a nice interactive, immersive dark ride and drop thrill ride. Okay, so here is our biggest project at the moment, Project Wayne, which is a Batman coaster. Actually, if you've seen our booth over this weekend, you would have seen we have the frames for it hanging over the top of our booth. This is actually the replica layout from Six Flags. I think it's the Texas one, and it's going to be an invert one. As you can see, it fits along like the back of our superhero area. Got a few loops. We're actually changing it up slightly to include more of a dark ride section, and it's going to have an immersive dark ride queue line going through the Batcave. Again, I don't have much pictures of it as we've actually gone and done more, and I forgot to send them. Okay, so I believe. Okay, yeah. So this is just an overall picture of the park and its new layout from what it originally came from. I forgot to send a comparison one in, but as you can see, there's a completely new entrance. We went for a more movie land vibe, but actually it gives movie Star Planet vibes when I look at that entrance. Yeah, you can kind of see in the background the entrance to Superhero. Okay, so here is Superhero Scrambler, which was actually one of our first rides to go in the original layout before we completely overhauled. It's a simple scrambler which was made by Ride Tech for us, and it's got a little queue line, but this ride will be coming back to the park. Has actually taken place again and being fitted in. Aha, here it is. So here's the comparison picture from when we started back in the end of February compared to, must have been a week ago now. As you can see, there's an old drop tower there on the left, which has now gone back to its original place. And then on the right, we have IHM Studios' newest layout, which has also gone in. I think that's all I actually have to say because I was a bit late submitting the pictures and I didn't have much time to do them. I think if anyone wants to ask any questions, I'm happy to do that. Oh, what do I see
We
here?
have one question coming in. It says, when was IHM Studios created?
It was originally we started at the beginning of February, but we were just making individual rides at the time, and IHM Studios actually started to form at the end of February. We actually started on the 27th, I believe.
Awesome. Okay. And there's another question. It says, what does IHM stand for? Does it mean anything or?
Well, originally as a joke, IHM standard for I Hate Mondays because I don't know any house movies to fit the movie studio style that we're going for.
Awesome. Okay. Another one just comes through saying, when is the Ghostbusters ride opening?
That will be one of our opening rides when we release the game late summer or into autumn.
Awesome. And sort of a follow on from that, it was when it comes out, what is it about? Is there like a story or?
So not really any story, but you'll be able to walk around the Ghostbusters firehouse, and it will be as a fun house as well, so you can interact with like them beanbag things and spinning panels, weird tunnels, all sorts of things like that.
Awesome. Okay, sounds good. Can't wait to see it. I think that's all the Q&A questions. So if you want to,
I've got one
yeah.
myself, real quick. What was like the major inspiration for IHM Studios that really like inspired you to make the park?
At the time, I had just watched a YouTuber who had been to the movie world, I think it's called, in Italy, and that was what inspired me to create this.
Awesome. Well, I think that is all of our Q&A questions. Is there anything else you want to add, Ultra, before we wrap up the panel?
No, I don't think so. Thank you very much.
With all that said, we want to thank Ultra and IHM Studios for coming out, and we hope you all have a great rest of your day here at PEC24 Expo. Bye, everybody.